Yes, good morning and welcome to Maiyegun today, or good afternoon, because it's already afternoon in some other part of the world right now. So we are also getting into afternoon as well. So yes, this is Maiyegun live. Let's get started.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, and in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind.
Yeah, good morning and or good afternoon or good evening from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and to my friends who are going to possibly find me here later, you can copy the link. You can copy the link of the broadcast, and then you can post it on your own social media platforms. I mean, your own social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even WhatsApp, to invite everyone and let them know that Maiyegun is live. Thank you so much for joining me, Dakwa Boy, Emmanuel, God First as well, and then Obino. Thank you so much for joining me. So if you read the caption of the broadcast, you can make your own contribution in the comment section, and then we will interact this morning. So it is Sunday sermon with Maiyegun. For those of you who are very conversant with our regulars on Sundays, where we pick on why we should say the truth to ourselves. They don't really come out good, okay? They don't come out good all the time, or come out the way you want them to be colored or to be decorated. I don't know how to do that on Maiyegun's diary political. And we'll continue to do it the way we do it. This time around, we want to talk about what is a patriotism, and how much they have abused the word patriotism in Nigeria, that it is so easy for anyone living outside Nigeria who doesn't have to face the brutality of the police, who doesn't have to face the dilapidated education system or the healthcare system in Nigeria. They live better wherever they are abroad. But they can always tell you to at least, let us be patriotic. And that is why I want to make that so clear today, that, listen, it is so easy to be patriotic Nigerian outside Nigeria. It is very easy. You know why? You can stay in the comfort of your own home or your own house, wherever you are living outside Nigeria, and tell those who are living under that dilapidated system, that rigged system in Nigeria, to continue to endure and be patriotic and stop condemning their country. You know, it's easier. You can be a proud Nigerian outside Nigeria because you have you are experiencing what is life, the real life, what it should be, where reward for labor is genuinely given. Not in Nigeria, where the reward for labor is never given, and the reward for crime and criminals is actually, skyrocketing, growing day by day, while their people live in abject poverty. So today, I do say it on Maiyegun's diary that, listen, everyone is a victim, right? When it comes to Nigeria lawlessness, Nigeria misgovernance, Nigeria greed, Nigeria corruption, Nigeria insecurity, everything that is wrong with Nigeria, no matter how much you try to live in denial, because that's what many does. They live in denial. They try not to make it an issue. They say, well, it's not that. Is it today that things got this bad? We know it didn't start today, but you can live in denial. But the truth is this: everyone is a victim. Funny enough, or should I say, fortunately as well, even those who believed that they are one way or the other better off or covered or in a little bit immune to all the barbarity going on in that country, the rigged system. I'm talking about those who feel like they are privileged. They are also victims. I have done series and series after series on why if you don't kill Nigeria, Nigeria is going to kill you. Whether sooner or later, it is going to happen. Many people actually thought it was simply because I was cursing them, or probably I was cursing them. I wasn't. It wasn't a curse. Nigeria is a country, is a country with a system that those in charge have succeeded over the years, right, to maintain. And this system is only there to kill you, kill your dream, kill everything that you want to do. In fact, kill you physically, psychologically, and possibly just get you into extinction completely. It is a system like that, a system that is rigged, whereby justice can be bought. Then that is not a system that will make you last. That is why I said, if Nigeria's system doesn't kill you, if Nigeria doesn't kill you, then you have to kill Nigeria. Because if you don't, it will kill you. And that's the point. The healthcare system is so bad, so terrible, that even those who are in charge, they talk about them every day. They talk about that every 4 years election. They tell you about healthcare, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. But they never did. And that tells you a lot, that eventually, even if you are not in politics, one day you will need healthcare. One day you will need justice. Every time you need protection, you need security. The moment all these things are now gone, some of them you have to provide them by yourselves. Some of you are actually like mini local governments on your own. You provide your own housing, you provide your own electricity, you provide your own gas, you provide your own security, you provide your own education, you have to buy your own health care, even if you have to go outside Nigeria. That is the system. Yeah. Now, if you are living outside Nigeria and not experiencing all this manner of roguery, all this manner of thievery in that country, rigged system, it doesn't really sound well, except if you are just an hypocrite, yeah? It doesn't sound well for anyone who is not living in that system, right? To say those who are living in the system, right, condemning the system, are actually one way or the other ingrates, or call them any name you want to call them, or possibly call them unpatriotic. So it is very easy and simple to be patriotic when you are living outside Nigeria, because you can begin to sell that fake lies to your friends too. Tell them Nigeria is a great country. Nigeria is the biggest, black nation on earth. Nigeria is the biggest country in the whole of Africa. Oh, Nigeria has this, Nigeria has that. Then you will now lower your voice when you want to talk about the failure. It's just that we just have bad leaders. But we have a very big, very powerful country, very rich country, but you know you are lying. So you may be living that lie because you are not living in Nigeria. You can tell your friends that. You can make yourself live that lie. But for how long is the question? Because everyone is a victim. Sooner or later, whether you are living in Nigeria or you are living in, you are living outside Nigeria, you are as long as you claim or continue to be part of Nigeria, you know what will happen? You will be a victim someday, whether you supported APC or you voted for PDP, whether you don't even have any political, you're not interested in all this political nonsense. But every time you carry that green passport, and you walk about and claim to be a Nigerian, you are a potential victim of a rot. You are already a victim anyway, simply because it hasn't happened directly to you. But you know, if they have to ask you, you will have a lot of story to tell about how much Nigeria has shortchanged you in the course of your life till where you get to today, even if you are living outside Nigeria. I have this video of a man who traveled to Nigeria. He's not living in Nigeria because some of you think the moment you leave Nigeria, your problem is over. Everything is resolved, right? You've escaped from the problem. But you now live outside Nigeria, right? And you begin to tell those who are condemning the system that forced you out in the first place, right? You begin to either become a pastor or become a motivational speaker, telling them that Rome was not built in a day, even though you yourself, you know nothing about how Rome was built. But one thing you actually miss when you tell people that Rome was not built in a day, to those who are living in Nigeria, that Rome was not built in a day. One day their country will be better. While you are sitting comfortably in the, sitting in America, sitting in Canada right now, or sitting there right now in the UK, telling them that they should not listen to anybody asking them to ask their government to do the right thing, right? Break up the country and save lives. So it's easier for you to say that from wherever you are now. But I'm going to tell you that as long as you claim to be a Nigerian, which many of us have been forced to continue to take that passport with us everywhere we go, we all agree that there's a leadership failure. We agree that there's a systemic failure. People ask that they should restructure that and fix that. They say it's impossible. That's the perfect one. Everybody should just live with it. The others are asking that let us break it up to save lives so that those millions of other people who don't want to live under such an arrangement can go on and take their own destiny in their own hand. They said, no, they have to kill them. And some of you support that because you don't like those who are agitating for that or those who are campaigning for that. Your personal, beef and all that stuff and all that Nigerianness in you that makes you feel like you are patriotic than those who are standing up and questioning the rigged system that forced 20% of the population out of the country in the first place. Now, take a look at this guy. He lives outside Nigeria. He traveled back to Nigeria, as usual. He's a Nigerian. You will listen to him now. So when he got back there, because of this coronavirus of a thing, they had to do some tests. So you have to book your test before you leave your base to Nigeria, okay? So when you get to Nigeria, they will give you, what do you call it? The confirmation of your test booking, COVID test. So that test, you need it. Because if you don't get that test approved, you will not be able to leave Nigeria whenever you want to leave, okay? So this guy traveled back to Nigeria, did all the bookings from Sweden, where he's based. Then he got to Nigeria, and then the story changed. You should see this young man, right, crying. He thought he left Nigeria. He probably escaped what millions of others are yet or battling with right now. So like many of you are watching me right now from wherever you're watching from, if you are watching from outside Nigeria and you are supporting Boko Haram in Nigeria, your story can be like this. Even when you are not supporting Boko Haram, where you didn't vote for Boko Haram, but if you still support one Nigeria and all that stuff, stories like this, you will also be one day. I've had stories of a woman who returned to Nigeria with her family and her daughter. And when they got to Nigeria, they got kidnapped on their way from Ondo when they are going back to Ibadan. When they got kidnapped, they got marched into the bush, kilometers of trekking into the bush. When they finally got to the camp of their kidnappers, they tied the husband separately, they tied the wife separately, and they threatened to rape the wife. When the wife objected, they threatened to rape their daughter, then rape the wife, then rape the man, and kill them all. So the woman agreed. She agreed to be raped to save the lives of her daughter and her husband. She's been living in the UK for over 20 years. The story is out there. You can read it. Okay? They travel. They are not part of all the nonsense. They are not politicians. They are not involved in anything. They were just traveling in Yoruba land. The woman is a Yoruba woman. And luckily for them, they finally paid ransom, right? They raped the woman repeatedly, assaulted the man sexually, and then eventually released them. They vowed never to return to Nigeria. They thought they escaped too, just like many of you. But whenever you go back in there, you are going back into that open concentration camp that anything can happen to you, like this young man who lives in Sweden. Listen to his story.
Let's appreciate you for summoning the courage to come forward. Hold the mic, sir. Your name, sir?
My name is Nandubisi.
Take him close to you like this.
Nandubisi.
Okay, Ndubisi. Take, make I hold the mic for you. Okay, which country you from? Come back.
I come from Sweden.
Sweden? Yeah. Which day you come back?
I left Sweden on the night and I came into Nigeria on the 10th.
Hold this phone for me. So, what thing happen for airport?
For airport, you get from where federal government say we go fill online before we go leave where we come from Europe. So when I fill that form finish, they gave two options. It's either I pay with my card or I pay on arrival. Then because of the network that is bad in Nigeria, I choose the option of paying on arrival. So on getting to Nandazikiwe Airport,
Abuja here,
I use my ATM card. And this picture here, I showed them in the airport that I finished the form, and they saw the capture, and they said I should give them my passport number. I gave them my passport number, they queue it in their computer, and give me the POS that I should pay. And I brought up my ATM card. This is my Zenith Bank ATM card.
Don't worry.
And this is still the receipt.
Continue, sir.
I paid with this card, and they debited me. I checked my
How much they debit?
42,750. They debited. I checked online. They have took the money from my account. So when I now reach they give me two options. One lab in Jabi and the other lab in Maitama. So because I live close to Maitama, I said, let me take the one in Maitama. But if you put the address of the lab in the Google, it will take you to Emma Plaza. One syndic lab in Emma Plaza. So when I get there, they said they don't know anything about what I'm talking about. I should leave their office. I was about having problem with it, but I said the Google map is showing me that this is the address. And I showed the manager of the lab. He said, yes, the Google is saying shit. So when I did that, and I came out of the place, I met one gate man. I said, please, can you direct me how to get this place? The man said I should go to this day do. I went to this day do. They said no there, that I should go to Minister of Health.
Ministry of Health.
Secretariat. I went to Minister of Health. They said I should go to one conference center. So I took the test again to that When I get to that and I found the lab there. Then I told the guy, look at my receipts. I came to do the lab because they say if I don't do the lab, they will ban me from leaving the country. And I need to start work on Monday. And the guy said, okay, let him forward my information to Lagos. I gave him my information, forwarded to Lagos. We waited for that the whole day. I was sitting there with them. When the guy was closing by 4 o'clock, he couldn't give me a concrete answer. He said, Lagos have not replied. But I should go home. I went home. By 9 o'clock, I came back the next day. I was there when all of them resumed work. He said, okay, let him check the system. He said the name they gave him, that my name is not inclusive. I said, but look at them. They say he's seen the name that I paid, but he cannot see my name. I said, but how come? Then luckily for me, 2 people that was in that same flight with me came, and they couldn't find their name. Even my friend that came from Sweden came. He couldn't find his name. Then I asked me that if I want to do this test, I have to pay and their money. And I have the information, and I paid and them for 2,700 to them there. And they did the test. And this morning, I'm supposed to leave Nigeria on Saturday. And they are calling me now. They send me a message that I have to go and do that test and pay and them for 7,000, for 2,300. And just from there, I had somebody calling from Turkey. I was in a taxi that the taxi man
was listening to the station
and said that he needed to bring me here. The taxi man now.
Let's appreciate the taxi man. God go bless him.
The taxi man now put
Thank you.
And we had it. And
our people go follow you, go make we see all the money where they don't collect.
we are like 200 and something passengers on that flight.
So
And
times 3.
Everybody paid this money.
Okay, no worries.
I went to the bank and my bank said I should go to this Access Bank. I went to Access Bank, they said they cannot help me.
Okay, thank you. Please sit down, sir. Please sit down, sir. Nigerians, when they here, now if these kind of people decide say they no go come back home now, we go to blame them. You sir?
I won't come back.
You will come back.
I won't come back.
You will come back, sir.
You know, the state is so much. You don't understand.
No,
It's better they tell us if they're coming to Nigeria, give us 100 euro, we'll give them. If they're going to give us 100 euro, we'll give them because the states are passed through since 1 week in Nigeria. You can't imagine it. It's not good. We have a bad name abroad. If you're coming to a country, you see us a bad name. It's not good. I know why it took me to come to get a job because I'm a Nigerian. Are you getting me? It's not good.
Okay.
If I show my account, almost 19,000 have gone out of my account. Stay in the test, they cannot upload it on the system. And if I'm living on some country system, they will ban me from living Nigeria. I'm trying to get a job now because of the community. It's not good. And it's actually
I'm sorry, sir. Sir. Excuse me.
You see that? Did you hear that? That is what Nigeria will do to you. Okay? If you go to Nigerian embassies all over the world, where Nigerians are supposed to be looked after, the story is the same. You know the story. Abi, everybody is just trying to cope, manage. Many people are trying to get a new passport, be citizens of the country of their host, so that they can get the passport there. And if they have to go to Nigeria, they don't even care. They don't mind to go and get Nigerian visa. To even go and get Nigeria visa, that's another story entirely. Now, that is what Nigeria will do to you. It will demoralize you. The system is like that. Everyone in the system is what it is, right? Now, people are saying, if you have a new country, are you going to bring new people there? No. The difference is this. You see, the corrupt system in Nigeria, the rigged system encourages you to be a criminal if you are working for government. Then, if you're having any relationship with the government at any level at all, okay, you will encounter what I'm telling you now. You will encounter the rigged, corrupt system. And sadly, they will tell you it is the normal thing. Just give them what they want. Give them, it's just 100 naira. Or give them, it's just 50 naira. Pay them. If not, they will not sign your paper. They will not approve your paper, and all of that. And that creeps into every layer of the existence of the country. So that is why those who have been in those places, interacted with the system, when they finally get the political office, they understand the terrain. When you heard about politicians stealing your money, how do you think they do it? Do you think they just write the check and that's it? Who are those who perfected the book for them? Those who work in government, Abi. And they set up different schemes to swindle people. And they'll tell you it's normal. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. That is why if you walk to any hospital and they say, oh, the governor has abolished registration fee, you are going to the hospital, government hospital, which should ordinarily register you and keep the record of yourself and the medical treatment you are getting. Normally, that's what happened to me when I came to the UK. When I came to Scotland, I met a GP, which is a local hospital, met a GP, a doctor there. And then every time I have any medical question or checkup, I go there. I didn't pay registration fee. But in some part of Nigeria, if you go anywhere, they say, they have removed the registration fee. You say, hey, thank God they removed it, because to them, it is normal. That's how you become victims. Nigeria will frustrate your life. Nigeria will make you so miserable that until you are ready to be a criminal, to play ball, so that you too can do it to others. That is how they leave the country. But when you have a new country, whereby you know what led to the breakup of what country you are coming from, it means you'll be part of the foundation. You can decide the type of society you want to have. And that is what Nigeria is lacking. We never have it. Nigeria will never have it, because the moment you have that, that means you're going to make people in government responsible, from the president to the councillor, from the office clerk to the director. Everyone handling government business will be responsible, and punishment meted out to the criminals who are milking the system. But that is not going to happen. See the other part of this video.
Excuse me, Daniel. Please sit down, sir. Please sit down, sir. Sir, do you know my name, sir?
I used to hear your name, sir.
What is my name, sir?
Amedu, sir.
What other name do you know that is attached to my name?
Break the family.
Okay. There's another one, ordinary president.
Ordinary president, yes.
Sir, I am the ordinary president of the extraordinary people like you, sir. You are not ordinary, you are extraordinary, sir. Yeah. You understand, sir? Yes, sir? And I don't want you to break down. I don't want you to lose faith in this country. The set of people that are doing this will fade away one day. Please, I want you to withdraw that statement. From your heart, I beg you in the name of God. I can kneel down for you, sir. Please.
Sir, don't need that. I can't come now, sir. Don't need that. I can't, no.
No, you will come.
I might come, but it will take time. Because, all this stress. No.
It's all right, sir. Daniel, quickly, please, let's say.
Sir, my uncle in Nigeria, he don't stay very long for America, so he get American passport. He tell me on his last visit, he said when they come Nigeria, he rather use his American passport, apply for Nigerian visa, come, then go back. Because he can't use the Nigerian passport to come back. Because whenever I come here, they respect him, they treat him properly, and they don't take advantage of him.
Okay, you see? It's just like one joke where somebody they tell me, I don't know whether or not true. One Nigerian pastor opened church for South Africa. That thing where they preach here, where they make them sell market. That your visa will be out this year. That your visa for South Africa. You know they struggle to go to America. You know they struggle. So which visa? They look at. What are we saying? Some countries are more respected than Nigeria. Some African countries, as a Kenyan, you command respect. A Cameroonian, you command respect. As a Ghanaian, you command respect to the extent that Nigerians now are impersonating as Ghanaians. To the extent that we are impersonating as Nigerians, people from Niger. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Sir, I feel your pains. And if you decide not to come back to Nigeria, so be it, sir. It is your right. It is you that is facing what you are facing. God will not allow them to sack you from your work. Amen. Because it is not easy. Many people don't lose their jobs. You have to be very effective before your company will retain you abroad after this COVID.
Exactly, sir. We are like 5,700 workers. We are just like 700. 5,000 was sacked. And among the 700 I was returning, I was among. Are you getting me? And it took me time to get the job because of just because I'm a Nigerian. Because I have that identity as a Nigerian. Even in Rwanda will get a job before you. And these people that you know, in every aspect of life, you are better than them. Just because you are carrying that passport as a Nigerian. To get a job will be hard. So how can I miss my job just because I came into Nigeria? My problem is not the money, but the money is when I'm leaving the airport, they might ban me not to leave.
Sorry. Please, Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, I want to beg you over one thing. Sir, please, I want you and your team members to escort this man and see to that he gets justice today by the grace of God. Okay. Agree? I agree. Let's appreciate Federal Competition and Consumer Protection.
So imagine that. Normally, in Nigeria, where the criminals who are feeding fat on government money and free money, bribe, policemen collecting bribe, officemen collecting bribe, lawyers collecting bribe to send people to jail and all of that. Yeah, in that system, they won't understand the genuinity of a genuine labor. Did you see the passion in his face? Because he knows what it took him, as he explained, to get to the position he is right now. And Nigeria, that forced him out in the first place. He didn't go fully into his own story there, probably telling you how he got to Sweden and how he fought his way through the system in Sweden, the system that did not discriminate against him because he's a black man, the system that did not discriminate against him because he's a Nigerian. That system gave him an opportunity. He saw it. He said he's qualified for it. He's seen a lot of chances there that he knows that Nigeria will never give to him. Nigeria is about to take all of that away from him. He's going to get back to his country. If they messed up his life, he's going to get back to where he came from and going to go and deal with that mess for the rest of his life. But you see, those who are collecting free money, those who are sudden billionaires, overnight millionaires, because they have relationship with politicians, they will not understand. To them, he is overreacting. What he waiting himself is this and that. You know, if you can't read through that, it's because you've never earned genuine living in your life. And there are many in Nigeria. They don't care if your life go ruin, may you ruin, now your own go ruin first. Because of that 40,000, 42,000, 100,000 naira they want to take from you, they don't care. You can give them any evidence or that. They don't care. That 100,000 naira is what they want. And if your life is going to get scattered and shattered after that, it's your business. That is the country. So for those who genuinely say, oh, we want Nigeria to work. Did you hear that, what the ordinary president said? The Brekete family there. Do you hear what he said? He said, oh, they wanted him to stop saying he won't come back. You know, that's something that mostly a typical Nigerian will tell you, no, don't say that. Listen, it is deceit. It is hypocritical for you to say people shouldn't speak out how they feel about something. And in Nigeria, you are not allowed to speak out how you feel. It's a shame. You are not allowed to, because even if you have to speak out how you feel, Nigeria is a country where they will still want to tell you how you should present that as a victim. Now, I'm going to get you another clip. Let's see if I can get that up. It's from the same experience, traveling to Nigeria. So thinking that because you don't live in Nigeria, you can become a motivational speaker to condemn those who are asking for Oduduwa Republic, or condemn those who are asking for Biafra Republic, or condemning those who are asking for Bukuari to resign, or those who are asking for a revolution in Nigeria to change the course of the madness in the country. So you can sit outside the country and condemn that, right? Give instances, make yourself the prophet of national patriotism. It's all fake. There is no patriotism in those who lead Nigeria. There's no patriotism in those who are in charge of Nigeria, from the councillorship level to your presidential level. There is no patriotism in any one of them that could have at least be a bit of a spotlight that you can say, oh, this is a beacon of hope. A beacon of hope. None. The system is built to exploit you, to steal from you, and to cheat you. And if you try to question it, to kill you. That's scary. It is. Listen to this again. Another Nigerian who went home and got caught up in the rotten system. Okay? These are those who can come up and tell you their stories. Many of you will be dropping your own stories in the comments, won't you? Listen to this.
If you know how much.
No, I think it's the first one.
Okay, hello, good morning. I just read some very disturbing tweets, and in the past 24 hours, I've spoken to a couple of Nigerians who are out of the country and planning to go home. And we can't all keep quiet. I am not in the business of keeping quiet when things are not going right. That's not how I am wired. That's not how my system works. To keep quiet and pretend as if everything is fine when things are not fine. Now, there's this protocol that they have. There's this protocol that that is in place, which says that before you come home, within 96 hours, assuming your flight is on Thursday, that means that by Monday, you should go in for a COVID test and have the result. Now, when you get the result, you go online and they upload. When you go online and upload it, then you pay 50,400. That's outrageous. Now, I am traveling with a child, so I'm going to pay 100,800 naira. Meanwhile, the COVID test here is mostly free, except you want it so quickly. CVS is free, Rite Aid is free. All the pharmacy places I know, they are free, except when you start going to urgent care and all the whatever places. But at the pharmacy stores, the government made provisions, and these things are there. They are free. Now, to come home to Nigeria, you have to pay online 50,400 naira. That's what you are required to pay online. Now, when you pay this, according to them, they will generate QR code. Now, is that QR code that you have to show them? Apart from your COVID test, the COVID test you run here has to be PCR. So you show it to them. And now the QR code, you also have to show it. If you don't show it, they will not allow you to board. Now, I just read a tweet by a young Nigerian who is stranded in Dubai. He was to fly Egypt Air. He did the COVID test. He paid the 50,400. Now, up till now, they have not given him that QR code. Another person is traveling in few hours, and she said that she's still waiting for that QR code. And without that QR code, no airline will board you. And they are not generating that and giving that to people. Listen, I don't know whether it's a curse to be a Nigerian. I don't know whether we did something wrong as Nigerians. The stress of going through whatever they are asking us to go through, yeah, it's okay to run the test. Why make it 4 days? Most of these tests are coming out evening of the 3rd day. Some of these flights are in the morning. Now you have to now do this, send in this, and wait for this QR code. Now the QR code is not even automatic. I thought it was something automatic. Why do we want to do like Oyibo people if we are not Oyibo? Why do we want to be like them if we are not, if we can't? Why do we want to be like Oyibo people? So when you run this test, COVID test, they email you the result here in America. You don't need to go to anywhere to beg. Now you now upload this result and pay 50,400 naira. 50,400 to run COVID test. Now, when you pay 50,400, it should be automatic. It should be automatic to generate that code. Now, people are now paying it and they are missing their flight. And if you know how much people will need to pay when they miss their flight, if you know how much people will need to pay when they miss their flight, why is our country so wicked? Why is our country? And listen, if you watch this video and come here to defend Nigeria, I will curse you, because you are in Nigeria and you are not outside Nigeria and you don't know what people are going through. All I did on Sunday was to make calls, trying to find a place where I can run this test on a Monday and pick it up at least Tuesday so that I could do this other process and get the PR code, because our flight is in the morning and no airline will board you. Initially, they said present your COVID test. Why wouldn't they allow us to present the COVID test? Why wouldn't these laboratories be at the airport so that when people are arriving, you pay them cash or you pay with your card? Now you pay 50,400 online and you miss your flight. A young Nigerian man is stranded in Dubai. He said he was walking around because he couldn't travel. And he has to pay again to the airline to be able to travel. And then he has to pay to spend the night in the hotel. This is terrible. For the QR code, and he's on Twitter asking them, where is the QR code? Listen, we have to begin to open our mouth and talk about things that are happening. We have to begin to voice out. A lot of us are very comfortable in our small spaces and in our big spaces. If you keep quiet, one day it comes to your doorstep. If you keep quiet. And trust me, a lot of Nigerians that are traveling now are people that had been out on visits. If I have my way, I will call Delta Airlines today and I will cancel my flight. Trust me, I will cancel that flight and stay here till December. If I have my way, I will cancel it. Because that stress is not worth it. You get to the airport, they check you in, everything is done, and then at the point of boarding, they ask you for the QR code, and the pharmacy or whoever, or what the laboratory, they have not sent the QR code. It's wrong. If you are taking 50,400 from people, as soon as they pay that 50,400, let it be their receipt. That QR code should automatically come into their email. But
well, I just decided to, play that video that longer because of those who are watching me mainly from outside Nigeria, who are planning to go to Nigeria anytime soon. Okay, that is something that will affect you. Okay, you won't escape that. So you need to pay attention to it, diligent attention, even though it is going to be messed up after all. Yeah, but I decided to play that video that way. So you have seen the people. You've heard from a lady who is currently so scared because he's about to experience what the first man experienced, the first man from Sweden, right? That is how messed up Nigeria is. And every now and then, everyone is asking the same question. What is going on? Are we cursed? What is wrong with us? Why is every simple thing so difficult to do? What is wrong with us? I've been so, I was so young, so small when, when I've been hearing, sort of lamentations from people, elderly people. What is wrong with Nigeria? Is Nigeria cursed? God, come and defend. God, come and do this. God should do that for us, this and that. Last, nothing happened. It got worse. And that's exactly what it's going to be. Even those who are telling you today that you shouldn't lose hope. I have friends, honestly speaking, I have friends that I admire a lot, that one way or the other, I just laugh at them. They are going to grow old, telling you that you are wrong for calling for the breakup of Nigeria. I have many of them. I've brought a few of them on Maiyegun's Diary political conversation before. Yeah, they are there. They are convinced because they are young. They believe they understand the system. They in fact believe that one way or the other, when this is done, that is done, Nigeria is going to blah, 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 because they can use template of other countries that they can say, well, if we do this, then we'll be like that. It's a lie. It's just a dream. It's just an imagination. But the funniest thing is that you are all going to grow old, telling young people that Nigeria is going to be better. But you are not telling them the truth. Nigeria is not going to be better. Not because it can be better, if indeed there was a structure that is defective. There is no structure at all. There is nothing Nigeria was built on. Absolute lie. A country built on absolute lie cannot be told to say, oh, well, we want to change it, we want to amend it, we want to restructure it, we want to fix it. There is nothing to fix about Nigeria. Okay? Structurally, Nigeria has none. Nigeria has no structure built on that you can say, oh, let's fix that. Nothing. If I ask you, who is a Nigerian? Can you define a Nigerian? Many of you professors, all you educationists and all that, you will say you are so learned and you understand the system in Nigeria so well. But if I ask, who is a Nigerian? What defines you as a Nigerian? Then you will begin to try to put some conjectures here and there, things that actually make up, not written. That's where we all miss it. If I ask you now, you want to sound woke, you want to sound like you are intelligent, You want to sound like you know Nigeria so well because you can count all the tribes in Nigeria. You know them offhand. You know all about the map of Nigeria and everything. You can tell us a lot about what we don't know about Nigeria. But when I ask you, who is a Nigerian? Everything you are going to tell me is just going to be your own makeup, because there's nowhere it is written that this is a Nigerian. Whenever you see this person, with this character, with this and that, he is a Nigerian. I must be respected for who he is. Nothing defines us except when you see, if you see how people, and let me be honest with you, the way you will know that apart from you having your nations forcefully matched together for economic reason, you know, at the time, there's absolute nothing for us to be together in any way. Absolute nothing. And I'll tell you, see, the only existing structure that they have been unable to change for 60, what am I even talking about? To change for over 106 years, since 1914. Let's even take it from 1900. From 1900, when they started their crusade of colonialism, and it was gaining ground enough that led to the 1914 amalgamation of, you know, the margin of fusing, forcefully fusing together countries, nations, to make up a country that was never going to be a country, Nigeria. The only existing structure before then were the structures that they have been unable to change for 120 years. Let that sink in. The idea of a Nigeria started in 1900. And by 1914, they were able to say they have amalgamated the Northern Protectorate and the Southern Protectorate together to form a country called Nigeria. But what they didn't tell you is that they wanted to create a fake, a pseudo, biggest African Negro country, they called it. But they weren't looking for any similarity in those nations. They just wanted to make it as an experiment. And for 120 years, they couldn't force a Yoruba man to deny that he's a Yoruba man. They couldn't force an Igbo man, a Biafran, to change his own identity and say, no, I'm no longer a Biafran, I'm a Nigerian. They have been unable to change that. They have been unable to change an Efik man, an Ijo man, an Ishekiri man, a TV man, you know, a Benue man. They have been unable to change them from still associating with the main structure, which is their own cultural structure that really gives them identity. The only identity that you have is the one they are trying to overshadow, telling you that no, it doesn't matter. No, Nigeria is bigger than the identity, the only identity you have. And when I ask you, who is a Nigerian? Who is a Nigerian? You won't be able to answer me. As educated as some of them are, those who support one Nigeria. Okay? Ideologically, culturally, and every other thing that should make a country doesn't exist in Nigeria. You have countries inside a country, right? A country that never, ever was a nation and will never be a nation because it takes commonness. There should be something that is common that should make you citizen of a country. Language. Exactly, language. I'm a Yoruba man. I will walk about in Yoruba land, shake hand with any Yoruba man, speak my own dialect, or speak a common Yoruba language that everyone will understand, and I will still feel at home, right? I can pacify an angry group in my own tribe if we have a nation that we call a national goal, meaning as a nation, we have something in common. And that is why Yoruba, they've been unable to fizzle that out or face it out. Despite the fact that for 120 years, they have been propagating Nigeria, 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 Nigeria. But for 120 years, they couldn't take away your identity. Now, this is the time for you to actually be bold enough to say the false identity they gave to you that made you a Nigerian, an undefinable Nigerian. You can't be defined. I can't define a Nigerian. Who is a Nigerian? Who is a Nigerian? How can you describe? If they say how can you describe a British or how can you describe an Englishman? I'll tell you, I don't know much about Englishman, but I know an Englishman comes from England and their language is English language. Very simple. What is Nigerian language? That is where the fraud became confusing. They will tell you, you have 3 major languages. That is a lie. And when they try to force all of that on you, for years, many of you have been regurgitating that. You have been, repeating that repeatedly again and again and passing that on to different generations coming after you, telling them there is a Nigeria. Where? I've told you, listen, Sowore happened to be one of those who believe that if the right people are in charge and the right system is working, agitation for secession and all of that will not be this loud. That is Sowore's conviction. Okay? And for anyone to now still think, after Sowore himself came out and said, listen, guys, forget about 2023. For anyone thinking about 2023, that person is not smart. There may not be any country in 2023 for anybody to be president over. He said it. Meaning, he is more interested in saving life in his own way by ending the rigged system that is working against you. And he's so open about it. I don't know why anyone will be upset if you don't have your own other motive. Or maybe if you are a PDP member, still rigging, reading from the 2015 defeat of Goodluck Jonathan. It is a common sense thing. He said he's not interested in presidency or what have you, even election. You know why? There may be no country in 2023 if things continues like this. Now he's now saying, now if you want to divide Nigeria, this is where I actually respect him. He said, if you want to divide Nigeria, the current criminals, the rent seekers, those who are benefiting from the rigged system, from the president to the councillor, even if they are actually not in PAPC, so far they are benefiting from the rigged system, they will wage war against you for asking them to break up Nigeria. And he is right. Who are those who waged war against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in the eastern part of Nigeria, in Biafra land? They are the eastern politicians. They are the Igbo politicians, Igbo governors, Igbo senators, Igbo reps, businessmen. People who know that if a Biafra should come, it will bring an end to the era of a Nigeria deceitfulness for years in that part of the country when they break away. And do you think it's an Hausa man that actually felt threatened that Biafra is going? That is where you are mistaken. When you go to Oduduwa land right now in Yoruba land, the people, the number one person who is against Oduduwa Republic is Bola Tinubu. Tinubu believes in one Nigeria, right? Now, Tinubu wants to be president of one Nigeria. So, who do you think will wage war against the Oduduwa Republic campaigners in Yoruba land when they go on now? Because when they ask for Oduduwa Republic, do you know the first losers? It's going to be those who are claiming to be political leaders in Yoruba land. They will be the first losers. Because that means there is not going to be any Abuja to go to. There will be no any Abuja to go and seek coverage and power from. They will have to deal with their people, and their people will have to deal with them in Yoruba land. So do you think it's going to be Buhari that is going to send army to Oduduwa campaigners in Yoruba land? Or do you think it's Buratai that will wake up and start sending army to go and kill people in Yoruba land for asking for Oduduwa Republic? That is where you are getting it wrong as well. Meaning, those who will wage war, those who will ask police to shoot you, to kill you, are actually going to be those who are Yorubas themselves. Because they are benefiting from the One Nigeria project. So, it will be foolhardy. Let me be honest with you. Let me actually be straightforward to you, right? It will be very foolhardy of you not to take Sowore's message serious if you are genuinely interested in breaking up of Nigeria. Sowore's message is very clear now, okay? There will be no country to lead, to govern, if things continues like this. Good people will be killed, jailed, and the rest of the population will have to live under whatever rule they force on you. Now, if you go anywhere to peacefully protest, the system will kill you. The police are even right now telling Nigerians that they should never dare go out there and protest the electricity tariff increase. They should never go out there to protest the, the fuel price increase. They are telling Nigerians they shouldn't. That if you dare, police will crush you. Nigerian police is threatening Nigerians that they will kill them if they go out there to ask the government to do the right thing for them. And that is in Nigeria. So Sowore said, until you bring down this rigged system, it will never allow you to peacefully ask for anything, including the breakup. Because those that will wage the war, that you think will wage the war, are not those that will wage the war. The people that will really wage the war are those who are using one Nigeria to lead their own different people, lying to them, stealing from them, and maiming and killing them, right? In the name of one Nigeria. If you ask to break up Nigeria, they will be the one to buy weapons, not Buhari, not Buratai. They are just there to make sure that those ones are doing the job to keep Nigeria one. And they get power, they get money. And their people get what? Poverty, misery, joblessness. And that is where Showore's message becomes important. If you are genuinely looking forward to breaking up of Nigeria. Sowore said, when you end this system, it will give you the opportunity for the first time as a country, right? The people will come together. You know, when they say bring down a system, you don't understand what I mean. It means that an era will end. When we say an era will end, you see all those criminals, politicians in Nigeria that you see now, they will disappear, go into oblivion, because an era will end. That will usher in a new one that will then give you that chance to say, okay, what we want right now is Oduduwa Republic. What we want right now is a Biafra Republic. For the first time, you will have the opportunity of sitting together peacefully to talk about that, rather than these criminals shooting you, hunting you down. Look at what they are doing to the Biafrans. They are going to start doing that to the Oduduwans too. Then you ask yourself, on what purpose? Is it to keep you still as part of the poverty capital, or what? On what purpose exactly would you be forced to keep being part of one Nigeria? Because it's still going to get better, or maybe it's going to get better later and stuff and all that stuff, right? That is where the problem is. Exactly. And that is where I'm saying that we can all have different opinions about how this should be done, but we should never, in all sincerity, condemn those who have not just chosen a struggle. They've actually lived that struggle. They have, they've eaten that struggle, they've lived that struggle, and they have gone through a lot for that same struggle they believed in. You and I can sit down and judge them if you want, but I don't judge them. That is why those who are working to end a tyrannical system, a rigged system that is actually putting and continue to obfuscate people, force them more into abject poverty. And poverty is not about just not having money. There are so many people in Nigeria who have money, but they are suffering from the poverty of the mind, things that makes them normalize abnormalities, right? So you can be a victim anytime. That you are living outside Nigeria does not, by any chance, my brothers and sisters, save you from the calamity, the barbarity, the criminality, and the all manner of atrocities that they are committing in Nigeria for being in Nigeria. It will affect you. It will affect everybody until you begin to see that, well, we're actually in this together. Whether you are living in Nigeria or you are living outside Nigeria, one way or the other, it will affect you too. You are either a victim already or a potential one. And when I hear the people say, go out there and tell them to their faces, let them bring out their barrels of guns and their own soldiers. Let them come out and kill Nigerians in the face of, why the rest of the world watches, okay? I'm like, why not? They are already killing you. They have killed you economically. Many of you right now. You used to be able to do things by yourselves without having to rely on just strangers and all that. Today, economically, they have killed you. You are just yet to agree if you are living in Nigeria. Yes, they have killed you economically. Your naira is destroyed. Your economy is ruined. And you know why? Because the criminals in charge of your country have shrunk the country beyond any redeemable measure. They are sinking you into more debt, which will further deny you any kind of developmental process in the country that can indeed create wealth, spread wealth, and make you live a life of a human being. They are killing you economically, you know that. They are killing you psychologically because you now walk about at least praying that if pickpockets no jam you, make one chance no jam you. If you escape one chance, make stray bullet from the police pursuing Yahoo boys no hit you. And if you manage to escape that, then you begin to pray for God, please don't let SARS see me today. All this life, all this kind of life of apprehension and all that, where you live in constant fear, PTSD. It's not life. They have done that to you. They killed you psychologically. The unlucky ones, Jesus, the unlucky ones are currently buried 6 feet below because they didn't escape the rugged, rigged, corrupt system called Nigeria system. Elections, police, the judiciary, what else? The healthcare system, the educational system, the infrastructural part, name it. Even power has become luxury. Everything is now luxury that you have to go to church for, or go to mosque for, go to Jerusalem, go to Mecca and pray to Allah, pray to God, and tell Yahweh that you need electricity in Nigeria, or better still, send someone that will give you electricity in Nigeria. Come on, man. Stop that a waste of time. Dedicate your time into ending that contraption. Breaking up of Nigeria is not war. I know that, unfortunately, a country like Nigeria, which was forcefully put together haphazardly, right? We have been forced to live with those with mentality of a bloodbath, bloodshed, killings in the name of whatever, violent people, the northern part of Nigeria. And I have to apologize to those who feel offended somehow, because when we say northern Nigeria, you will be shocked that today that we are having this Muslim mentality, Islamic mentality of the north, is actually, a complete misconception of the northern part of Nigeria. I have done my own research too. In fact, more than half of the states in the northern part of Nigeria, they actually have population of over 50% in so many states. States like Adamawa, Bauchi, Benue, and a few other places like that, where they have population of 50% of Christians, less than 50% Muslim. But all these places are now categorized as Islamic Republic of the Northern Nigeria. Okay, but yeah, it's a misconception. But it's not ideally to continue to push that, okay? But we can use northern Nigeria by map to say even those people have been trapped. They are matched up with terrorists, people who have who are terrorist, terrorism inclined. People just prefer to shed blood on anything. They kill you. So those are the people who got mixed up in the northern part of Nigeria, and because they have managed over the years to threaten and carry out their threat of a massacre and a genocide in different part of the northern part of Nigeria, so everybody just agree that northern part of Nigeria is all Muslim. They are not Muslims, okay? The terrorists killing people in the north, claiming to be Muslims, they have done so much damages to silence those who are actually not Muslims, or those who are animists, who don't even have any religion. But today, the impression is the northern part of Nigeria is a Muslim region. It's a lie. But one day, there are too, those who are dead that they have silenced for so long, those who have allowed the rest of those criminals in the northern part of Nigeria to continue to call them and label them as part of those terrorists terrorizing Nigeria, looting and destroying that country. Yeah, one day they will speak up. One day they will find their voice, and one day soon, when they do, you'll be able to understand that the northern part of Nigeria is not a Muslim region. It's in fact, the Muslim in the northern part of Nigeria are in fact less than 50% in so many parts of this northern part of Nigeria. But today, this thing I just told you now, they can ask for my head and say, oh yeah, behead him. We have to kill you. Because that's who they are, those terrorists who have now intimidated the real owners of the place, intimidated them into silence, killed many of them, taken over their land. That's how they got to where they are. Kill him. What did you say? Did you just say behead him? They are terrorists. Okay? So, yeah, the time is coming that everybody will have to stand up. And the time is now. October 1st, as we are pushing it, from my own zone, I will not be part of those who are the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, and the Mumu lecturers who stay abroad to tell those Buhari Dins, Buhari Didinis, the Buhari Dinotus, and the Buhari Dichatus, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humble slaves in Nigeria, that Nigeria will be better someday, even if they get killed before that someday. I'll see you some other time. Tonight, I'm going to bring Sheun. So I'm going to contact Sheun if he's free. Tonight, we will have Sheun Kuti, Sheun Anikulapo Kuti with us. We couldn't do it on Facebook the last time. And now that Facebook has brought their usual suspension for no reason, right? So to hell with them, we'll stay on YouTube and we'll do it here. If I'm going to go on, you will get to see it before we get started. You will get to know you will receive the notification that I will be going live at some point. Just put on your notification. As you're watching right now, you can do same. Just go on now, click on the subscription button, and then click on the notification button. When I go on next, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you some other time.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì.